When you visit Panera, do you expect all their menu items to be freshly prepared? If the answer is yes, we'll let you in on a little trade secret. Some of Panera's menu items aren't half as fresh as you think. You've heard the claims, but is it true?
When Panera began, we decided to get up every day and bake fresh bread from fresh dough.
Well, it turns out the crew at Panera really does bake their bread on site, but the dough reportedly isn't made from scratch on the premises. Every day, prepared dough is evidently delivered by truck from a source close to the restaurant, and it may or may not be frozen. A former employee told Refinery 29, the frozen dough came from a town about an hour away. If it's any consolation, editors at Refinery 29 mentioned that some Panera policies and practices have changed since that comment was made. But as recently as 2018, a supposed former Panera manager said something very similar on Reddit, writing that dough was sent fresh nightly from a regional facility and baked fresh every night for the next day. So, close enough? Are you sitting down? Panera's mac and cheese is reportedly prepared by an off-site chef and not inside the actual restaurant. In fact, someone claiming to be a Panera employee wrote on Reddit that the mac and cheese comes into the store pre-made and frozen in a bag, and it is heated either in boiling water or in the microwave if need be. Meanwhile, a former Panera employee told Refinery 29 that the mac and cheese shows up frozen in quote individually portioned bags. Okay, so the pasta isn't made in the kitchen right behind the counter, but come on, this isn't Italy.
Snap out of it!
After all, in America, most of us are perfectly content buying boxed macaroni with dry noodles and powdered cheese. With that in mind, the fact that Panera's mac and cheese isn't made fresh in the kitchen isn't the biggest deal in the world, is it? Soup, the ultimate comfort food.
Oh my, this soup's delicious, isn't it?
Regardless of what Panera soup is your favorite, it's safe to say it was frozen prior to all your loud, satisfied slurping. In a Reddit AMA, someone claiming to be a former Panera employee wrote that the soups are made at a factory/plant/etc. Flash frozen, shipped to us, and we thaw it out in what's called a thermalizer, essentially a soup thawer. Another Panera manager wrote on Reddit that they have a company that makes the soups and then they get sent frozen. And speaking to Refinery 29, yet another former employee claimed that soup arrived in giant bricks that were heated in a hot water bath in the back of the house. Brick or no brick, you gotta admit the soup at Panera is delicious, isn't it? So what if they're not whipping it up from scratch in a giant pot? It doesn't affect the taste, right? In a thread complaining about how overpriced Panera is, a Redditor claiming to be a former manager defended the chain, claiming, Panera is overpriced for sure, but their foods have no preservatives and are definitely higher quality than any other fast foods. This alleged former worker went on to say that some foods come frozen but are high quality in terms of ingredient sourcing. So what does that say about Panera sandwiches?
We hand-slice avocado, pull smoked chicken, bake fresh focaccia, and craft every sandwich clean from top to bottom.
Panera sandwich meat may have been frozen at one point, but the sandwiches are allegedly constructed in-house. Another alleged former Panera employee claims that all hot sandwiches at Panera are assembled to order and then pressed on a panini grill. As for the salads, a lot of the produce reportedly comes in fresh daily, so at least that's somewhat reassuring, isn't it? In 2017, another former Panera employee spilled some secrets to the My Recipes website, claiming that the vast majority of baked goods aren't actually baked on the premises. This anonymous rabble-rouser alleged that a large amount of the bakery products come in frozen and are tossed in the oven when needed. The majority of goods in the bakery case were created elsewhere, shipped in a freezer, and reheated. But keep in mind that the name of the restaurant is Panera Bread, not Panera Bakery, so maybe we should cut the chain some slack. After all, if Panera's cookie dough is made elsewhere, does that mean its cookies are any less delicious? Not in our book. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more match videos about your favorite stuff are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.